Happy Tuesday, beautiful souls, wherever you are on this phenomenal planet. It is time for Shift Your Thinking Tuesdays, where we transform our inner experience to a phenomenal outer experience. But 13 minutes of our day, we do it together. We do it every week, and we are having a fantastic time. So I want you to say, woohoo! If you're in your car, if you're walking, woohoo! Raise your vibration. Yes, yes. This is going to be a great episode. Shout out to those who are tuning in on the Instagram, who are viewing on Facebook. Make sure you drop a comment, say hi, say hello. Be sure to hit that share button so that we can encourage someone to raise the positivity in their life, to raise the invigoration in their life, and arm and empower them with ways to transform their personal lives, because we are continuing our series from Shift Your Thinking, authored by Dean Del Sesto, 200 Ways to Improve Your Life. So yes, thank you for tuning in. Woo! So if you'll notice, I am starting 1 hour earlier. We are normally scheduled at 8:10 Pacific time, but we are now doing it at 7:10 Pacific time, only maybe for this week. As I travel and do various things, I have to adjust, but this is part of my commitment, right? This is part of my commitment to doing what we're doing. So I do want to say this episode is called, I'm calling it Operation K.I.S.S. Operation Keep It Short and Simple. Operation Keep It Short and Simple. So this relates as to personal mission statements, especially if you're a person that in your mind, you have had a way to motivate yourself. This is a good way to go to that place where you can draw on and say, this is how I'm walking in life. This is what I'm going to focus on. This is what my tunnel vision will be. So this is how I'm feeling about this. Shout out to Bongo. Hey, Bongo. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that share button and let someone know we are on Shift Your Thinking Tuesday. All right. So if you're following along and you have the book, we are in the section where he says, consider your personal mission statement, the shorter, the better. He says, as a mission, vision, and values developer, my charge has always been to commandeer over homogenized, uninspiring, forgettable corporate mission statements and reduce them down to single, powerful sentence to be remembered, to inspire and drive into life. Through research, he says, I've discovered that if mission statements cannot be remembered, the results are catastrophic, like forgetting an anniversary or a birthday. So you're with me? Hey, Auntie V, thanks for tuning in. Who's in here? Josh Uday, thanks for sharing. Thanks, you guys, for joining in. It's a little bit earlier, and yes, but we are on doing our Shift Your Thinking. So yes, by the way, we are on episode 41. Kudos to us. Kudos to us. Again, 200 ways, which means I'm committed to see this through. We've got 159 more episodes to go. I trust I'll see you at the end. So he's saying So crafting corporate mission statements into compelling, easy to remember, and realistic to execute lines is essential to future prosperity. He says personal mission statements are no different. So listen up here. Is we're talking about ways to improve our lives. That's, you know what, that's a good place to build. Let's build there. Let's build there. And I just want to give a quick thank you for those who are listening to me on the rebroadcast on the podcast. Thank you for supporting and growing our radio podcast channel. Love you. This is an amazing journey. So I want to thank you. Shout out to Shannon. History is part of me. She's chiming in. So thank you all. As he's talking about personal mission statements, I didn't want to take for granted to continue to talk about how keeping it short and simple it should be. Has anyone even thought about having a personal mission statement? Let's just time out right there. Have you even ever thought about having a personal mission statement, let alone for your job or for your nonprofit or your business or your entity? You are spending all this time in third-party mission statements. Have you even thought about for yourself? Wow. That is very, very true. Wow. Personal mission statements. All right, let's keep diving in. He says, rarely do we take the time to craft out who we will be and what we will stand for. So true. I said, this is a good one. And he says, and how we will infuse our own special contribution into the world. Wow. So are you out here just walking on nitty gritty, someone else's personal statement, albeit a corporation, your nonprofit, your business? That is very, very key. I got to marinate on that because I may have had some, may have changed, but you know what? I will say this. I have had themed mission statements. So maybe for me, that has been my personal mission statement. So my birthday's in December, and you can try this too. I don't really operate by the fiscal year. I don't really start my new year in January because I didn't come into the world in January. So my year starts December. I'm a December baby. So I calculate 12 months out from December. What will my vibration be? What will my theme be? And I really can recall in my journal, and I advocate if you haven't started journaling yet, get to journaling. Get to that place where you're taking it out of your spiritual place, out of the mind, into the physical. This is why I say we are transforming our inner experience to a phenomenal outer experience for 13 minutes. Why? Because we're tapping into the vibration of the spiritual realm, and you can call it whatever it is. You can call it metaphysics. You can call it the God entity place. You can call it the universe. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Tapping into that space and bringing it out into your physical space. And sometimes we are activating, I shouldn't say sometimes, all the time, we are activating that through the vibration of the pen or the pencil through writing. So we are using those mechanics, tools, and techniques to bring out what's in us into the physical world. IJS, all right? So someone hashtag IJS just for me. Operation K.I.S.S. Keep it short and simple. And this is my own practice because you all know I can be very wordy, verbose. I can be very wordy, and I am learning how to truncate my messages, which is why 13 minutes is very good for me. And I commend you for staying here with me for about 13 minutes in terms of attention span. So that's awesome. He says personal mission statements are just that, personal. They're personal. It's for you. It's just for you. So as I was saying with me, I begin mine in December, and I normally have a theme. I remember when I was in a point in my place a point in time in my life where I had to clear out some folks. And I know you guys all talk, there's so many memes, right? The people who, I'm leaving some people in 2017 and not going to be here in 2018. Y'all do that. That's funny. So for me, that was a couple years ago. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not going to tell you how you should do it. But I've noticed some people tend to do that every year. You're doing this every year. And the clearing phase of your life is very important. So maybe that should be a quarterly thing, maybe not so much an annual thing where you're vesting about clearing out people. Because again, the last episode, I said, I need you. We need people. And so it's about discerning the right people. If you haven't had a chance to tune into that episode, go ahead and review that one. I think that was episode 40. So I think that was a good one. That was a really good one. Personal mission statements. Keep it short and simple. So for me, I do write mine. So yes, I actually have been doing this. Very good. So we're all caught up. Me. He says, mine, for example, is based on my passion to bring perspective to things that hinder possibility in relationships, business, and life. Here we go again. The consistent theme is always about relationships. You're in relationship with your money. You're in relationship with your business, colleagues, family members, spouse, children. Everything around you is relative because you are in relation to those entities, those currencies. The currency that I'm talking about here is the energy in which you're exchanging. All right, that's a good one. I'm feeling good about this. Are you feeling good? I'm feeling great. He says, so my personal mission statement based on my style of engagement is to be a graceful interruption to whatever is not working in someone's life. So he is being mindful about assisting someone else. I think this is what I'm doing, right? Shift your thinking. We're disrupting our lives together. You and I, we're disrupting our lives together in a very positive way. He says, consider a few things when developing your mission statement. First, all right, so for those of you who are driving, listen to the replay and come back to these notes. Make the statement a way of being so it can span all areas of your life. And avoid making it a role or duty, as that is limiting to the mission. So you won't likely stick to it if it's not put in a way that it can apply to everything in your life. I like that. Okay. He says next, so we'll call this number 2. Number 2, make sure it has enough inspiration to create the passion that is needed to make it last a lifetime. So it looks like you got to be a little bit passionate about it. And for those of you, I'm passionate. I got a lot of fire in me. I have a lot of fire in me. And this is no coffee. This is no coffee. I wake up like this, that I do. I've had to be mindful about training my existence to be quiet for at least a period of time in the morning. Because, I'm exerting a lot of energy. So then he says, generally, when you link your mission statement to your unique gifting and ability, you can make it in a way that it affects the lives of other people. And I see, and this goes back to when I share about you are needed. You have gifts, knowledge, talent, and experience that is needed. So he's saying tap into that is natural in you. And when we say natural, I just in me right now equated that with authenticity. So your mission statement won't resonate if it's not authentic to your gifts and abilities. It won't stick. It's like trying to do New Year's resolution in January during a very conservative time. It's not going to stick. That energy of January is not designed to support New Year's resolutions. It's not designed to support changes. So be mindful about that. Be mindful. You've got to pay attention to the seasons and the energy of the whole earth. What is it doing? Is it resonating with you? Where are you with it? So authenticity, be in your natural inner state. He says, make it a mission that affects the lives of other people. Missions are cause-based and about the need to make a difference with others. And let me say that as we're just talking about the need to make a difference, I'm going to reiterate this if you missed the last episode where I talked about our brains being wired in a certain way. We get a fix. There's a real fix, y'all. There's a real fix about the dopamine released in your brain, the feel good, which is why we do the chocolates, right? This is why the industry spends so much on perfumes and images that speak to what is turning on the brain. Because when it feels good, it wants more of that. Guess what? When you do good, which is why I think it's fantastic. So watch this synchronicity right now. This is fantastic. This is why, one, IRS tax codes give you a benefit if you are giving back, if you are donating. Why? Because you're naturally wired to do it. And watch this. I walked in my office this morning to a very generous donation to my nonprofit Real Estate 100 Youth Foundation. Wow. Drops mic on that one. It feels good. Why? To feel needed and to do something for someone else. Oh, this is a good one. We're going to get ready to wrap this up. He says, lastly, give the line a cool factor and a nice cadence so you'll feel good saying it and feel even better doing it. So as we wrap this up, thank you for those of you who have tuned in all the way to the end, who have also shared and just vibed with me this morning. That was a good one. I feel really good about this one. As I leave you for today, let's think about this for this week. Let's revisit our personal mission statements. And if you haven't crafted one for yourself, listen to the steps. We talked about 3 of how we can craft our personal mission statements so that it can apply to every area of our lives, in that we are impacting, or I should say influencing, the people in our lives. Because when we have positive influences in the lives of other people, guess what? The law of reciprocity says, I am fulfilling a need in you, you will fulfill a need in me. Have a powerful and productive week, you guys. I love you, love you, love you. Be sure to subscribe on the radio podcast if you haven't had a chance to do so. Connect, build, and share with me on all social media at LA Super Agent. And be sure to sign up to the website, lasuperagent.com. Love you.